What is up? Back here with another YouTube video, and in case you cannot tell by the title below, this one will be one where I share my thoughts and opinions on someone or something going on in this wacky weird wrestling world. As you can tell by the title below, this one will be one where I share my thoughts and opinions on Friday Night SmackDown. Would love to know what your thoughts and opinions are on it down in the comments below. It would be greatly appreciated by yours truly. When it comes to Friday Night SmackDown, I will have a soft spot in my heart forever for it because it was kind of like my brand, so to speak, for WWE as a kid. I started watching in early 2004, and that kind of, even despite it being over 20 years since I started watching, I have a softer spot for SmackDown than I do for Raw. And because I live in Canada, SmackDown is on Netflix, so I don't know for sure viewpoint is the right wording, but like my experience watching SmackDown since the new year has been a lot better than watching it on Sportsnet 360 or Sportsnet in general. Kind of deal. When it comes to the on-screen stuff, yeah, for a couple of months there, it has been like 3 hours, which for me, for SmackDown, is a little bit too long. I think that they're still on traditional cable down in the US, so I would think that's why they're still 3 hours and not doing the you never know when it ends kind of deal like what Monday Night Raw has been doing. But if it was up to me, hypothetically, it would be 2 hours if it's on traditional cable, 2.5 if it's strictly on Netflix. For myself personally, because 3 hours, whether it's Raw, whether it's SmackDown, it is, for me personally, too long. Unless it's like when I say a special thing, for an example, Raw 1000 deserved to be 3 hours. That kind of stuff. And I know that's been over a decade ago, but stuff like that, 3 hour episodes is fine. The two and a bit hours to me personally is the right mix and whatnot. But for myself personally, granted, I have not seen SmackDown in person since 2011. I only seen it in person twice, in 2009 and 2011 respectively. But watching it at home, definitely overall a fun experience. And despite me saying that I don't like, or at least when I say don't like, I should really say I'm not the biggest fan of the 3 hour SmackDowns, one positive thing that I will say, or a couple of positive things, first one being a little bit selfish, a little bit more video ideas for this channel. With it being 3 hours, somebody could say something, spark a couple of video ideas. 2 longer matches, and when I was a kid, I'm looking back on it, happy that I watched SmackDown, because SmackDown as a kid, mid-2000s, was sports. Monday Night Raw was the entertainment, and nowadays it is similar enough to that. Like, if I would want to watch a match, or a good, like, holy sugar honey iced tea kind of match, it's probably going to be on SmackDown, where Raw is more entertaining. And I think that entertainment, I should say, and I think that Raw's on Netflix globally. I could be wrong, so that could play a part in it. But when it comes to SmackDown in the first half of 2025, overall, I like it. Is it the best? No, but it's also one of those things that, for myself personally, such a long period of SmackDown just was unwatchable. Whether it's like 2012 to, 2016, pre-taped SmackDown, that era, not necessarily the best. 2016 to arguably 2025, again, it was live, or when I say live every week, with the exception of COVID, the pandemic era wrestling, it wasn't necessarily, it was live, but not, if that makes sense. But when it comes to SmackDown in 2025, probably the funnest overall that I've enjoyed SmackDown since I was a legitimate, 1, teenager, 2, child kind of deal. And I'm in my early 30s nowadays, but yeah, those are my thoughts and opinions. Would love to know what yours are on SmackDown down in the comments below. Like I said, is it picture perfect for myself personally? No. but it's also, there's been other eras of SmackDown that are definitely, for myself personally, a lot worse, but those are my thoughts and opinions. Would love to know what your thoughts and opinions are on SmackDown down in the comments below. It would be mean a lot to myself if you did that. Treat yourself as well as possible, mentally, emotionally, and physically, because you deserve the absolute best.